Well. Leandra Trossard rumours. Luke Harris, 17-year-old Fulham player. There's a lot that's been talked about him. And YouTube influencer charity match. It's all mad at the moment.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get stuck into this straight away, ladies and gentlemen. 2.2 million live viewers for a YouTuber influencer charity match and hundreds of thousands raised. Imagine how much a Premier League All-Star game could make, which could be put back into the football pyramid. This is from PYS. This is true. I know this is a little bit off a side topic from Chelsea News Blitz, but ladies and gentlemen, this is what took place earlier today. I didn't get to watch the match, but I've seen quite a lot of footages on Twitter. There's been some amazing goals. And I guess the bigger conversation to be had in this particular matter is that Todd Bowley, he doesn't seem so stupid now, does he? When he mentioned about the All-Star games a few days ago, the YouTube influencer and sidemen, I believe. Look, I don't know too much about it, but as I said, there's some footages that's been going around, and they've raised a lot of money. They've raised something around $1 million or more than $1 million. So you can imagine what a All-Star, North versus South game would do in the Premier League. So it would raise a lot of money, something to think about, man. And now, there's some rumors going around that all the social influencers, whether it's in Twitter or Instagram, they want to try and organize something like this. I don't know whether they're going to get that much of a bang as this one got, because this is like all the YouTubers, influencers, and there's a lot of subscribers and viewers that they have. 2.2 million live viewers. That's mad, but. As I said, Todd Bowley's idea is catching on. Now, this is the news that's been going around for the past 12 hours or so since it's dropped. Chelsea have been in advanced discussion for 17-year-old Fulham striker Luke Harris with an initial deal of 25 million plus 5 million add-ons on the cards. Harris scored a hat-trick against Chelsea's under-21s and is in Wales squad for Poland today at age 17. Look, I appreciate everything that Todd Bowley is doing in regards to getting these young players and supreme talents out there. But 25 plus 5 million, 30 million for a 17-year-old. I mean, why is the guarantee that all of these will work out? We've already got Chukwuemeka, we've got Cesar Casady, Gabriel Slolina, Omari Hutchinson. We're looking to get the Brazilian wonder kid, Endrick. Now, Luke Harris. I mean, I love it. I love what Todd Bowley is trying to do. But we're paying a lot of money for some of these players, man. Some of these young players, and to bank everything on them and have a belief that they're all going to work out. That's incredible. And what about now? I mean, I feel like, yes, it's great to think about the future, but there will be no future if there is no present. You've got to have something for the present. And I mean, look, seems like Todd Bowley has a lot of money to throw around. Recently we saw the amount of profit that the Clearlake Capital Group has been able to accumulate. But financial fair play is there as well. You just don't want to get into all of these trouble. And I'm pretty sure, as I said previously as well, like they'll have fancy accountants to take care of all of that. They'll ensure that they're not falling into trouble. But you let me know, man. I mean, there's some footages that we're going to go through. He seems like a very good up and coming youngster, but what is the guarantee? 17, man. Like these are proper kids. Do you know what I mean? This is what Luke Harris did in Premier League 2, 2022 so far this season. Southampton assist, Stoke assist, 3 goals against Newcastle United, hat-trick against them, Aston Villa. You can see, like, killing it. Chelsea as well, a hat-trick against Chelsea. Like, he's absolutely killing it. Just 13 goals in 774 minutes thus far from Luke Harris. signed a professional contract with Fulham, I believe, this season till 2025. So look, he's got the know-how, no doubt about it. Let's see what Marco Silva, Fulham manager, had to say about his recent inclusion in Wales. I believe he will have a great career ahead of him. Definitely, Marco Silva says 17-year-old Luke Harris' first Wales call-up is great news and backs him to break into the Fulham first team. Let's have a look what he had to say about this.
The pre-season, and even I remember last May, I had a conversation with him last May when I was clear with him what will be the project for him in this football club with me. Since that moment, I decided that he will be with us from the first day of the pre-season, and this is what happened. We'll have games, we'll be on the bench, we'll have some minutes. We have to be patient with him as well. Don't put all this pressure around him. It was a great news for us, and most for him and for his family, of course, but for us as well, because the first one that believe really on him, in his capacities. I don't have doubts that if the things they go in a normal way, we'll have a great career ahead of him, definitely. It's important for us that he comes from our academy, a player that all of us we love and to enjoy to be with us, and now it's make him to grow as a football player is what we are doing, training with us, sometimes with us in the squad list in the games. Finish a game now that he played 90 minutes with our under 21. That is the way we want to make him grow, to make him to keep developing his skills, and for sure he'll have this time in the first team, this football club, definitely, because he has the quality. It's important, really, with the 70 years old to have be called for the national team. I think is a very good statement, and we are here to support him in everything.
I mean, this is incredible stuff, obviously, as a 17-year-old making it to Wales. There's some really nice clips of Gareth Bale going up to him and wishing him good luck, obviously, for the Wales call-up. I believe he's playing against Poland tonight, as you know, PYS has mentioned over here. Where is it? And he's in Wales squad for Poland today at age 17. So it's incredible stuff, man. Honestly, we'll see what happens. This is some of the stuff that's taken place. Just some footage of Luke Harris against Chelsea, a hat-trick. So it looked like he's got that poacher trait in him earlier on. This is the first goal, I think. Let's just have a look. Ball goes out to the wide area on the right. Cross comes in. Chelsea fails to, clear it, and then Luke Harris is there to mop things up. And I think similarly as well, the other goals. Here comes the second goal now. This one was a decent goal. Once again, very poor defending from Chelsea. And then there we go, Luke Harris with his left foot. Yeah, nice finish. First one I think was a right foot. This one's a left foot. Might be a left-footed player, is he? Let's have a look at the next goal. This is still Chelsea. Here we go, Luke Harris again. Cross comes in, mistake, and Luke Harris taps in. So look, seems like he's got that poacher attribute in him, but still early days, man. 17-year-old. Fulham have confirmed that 17-year-old Luke Harris has signed his first professional contract to keep him at the club until 2025. Harris shined for FFC Fulham's academy, as you heard from Marco Silva there, under 23 side last season, scoring 13 goals in 18 appearances. So this is last season as well, where he's done really, really well. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. You let me know what you think about Luke Harris, what you know about him. How do you feel about him? For me, it's a lot of youngsters that we're buying, and I hope we have a plan for them. And I guess this is where Todd Bowley was talking about the multi-dimensional structure, buying other clubs and sending some of these players over there, and maybe even Premier League loans down the track. Now, this is probably an important one that we need to talk about. Leandro Trossard on Chelsea move. He was asked this recently. If the opportunity arises, I want to go, but I want to play and not sit on the bench. I mean, it's quite straightforward. This guy would want to come at Chelsea Football Club. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, it's a step up from Brighton to Chelsea, and now that we have Graham Potter here, I wouldn't mind this player, if I'm being absolutely honest. Like, he has been playing very well for Brighton And we've got issues in attacking areas. We've got massive issues. Besides Sterling, no one is showing up at the moment. And someone like Leandro Trossard could possibly do well with the step up. It's not like he's not played in the Premier League. He's got quite a lot of experience in the Premier League. He's been doing well. And I think a step up at Chelsea with the quality of players that we have, he should be able to get more out of it. And also Graham Potter being here, I think it's going to be, it would be a cheeky purchase for January. If we go for someone like, so if we go to back Graham Potter in January, which I think we should be able to give him at least a player or a couple of players just to give him his, his way to have his players into the team and his command into the team. Not that some of the current players won't be listening to him, but you could just imagine, having his own players will just make things a lot more easier. Leandro Trossard is one that I would definitely go for. I think he's a very, very good player. Belgium international as well. So this isn't one to mess about with. As I said, a cheeky purchase, depending on what the price is. I just hope that Brighton doesn't slap a huge fee on him. But somewhere around 30 to 40 million, why not? But these days, Luke Harris is going for 30 million, which is crazy. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of comments from Kalidou Koulibaly, which we want to go through. I just want to have a quick conversation around him, whether is his position in the team, is he going to be a regular player or not, which we'll discuss. Kalidou Koulibaly on Graham Potter, the new coach, came with some good ideas. He's a real coach. He did some good things with Brighton. Now he's a Chelsea manager. Further goes on to say, he has guidelines, expectations. It's up to me to be patient. It's up to me to show that I deserve to play, show in training that the coach can trust me. Compared to this, there will be no problem. We are also in the first weeks. It is normal for the coach to rely on players who are used to the emblem of Chelsea and who have been there for a very long time. I mean, fair enough. He seems to be very, very okay about all of this situation now. But there is a question to be had with Kalidou Koulibaly. Is he going to be a regular? Because Graham Potter doesn't necessarily play with proper wing backs. He actually plays with wingers. So you could potentially see at times Cucurella playing in those wing areas, but I think it's probably going to be Sterling on that left side, which means Cucurella could possibly be at LCB. We've already seen that in the first match. So that's one position seems to be taken away from Koulibaly. And look, he could possibly play there as well when Cucurella either takes a rest, or maybe he plays on the left side in the wing area and Sterling probably more centrally or up front as a false nine. But Koulibaly potentially be in the center of the three CBs, but then there's Thiago Silva there. He could potentially play on the right side, but then what happens to Fofana? There's also Azpilicueta, there's also Chalobah. So look, there is a lot of games coming up in October, and from here on in, there's heaps of games coming up. And post-World Cup, it's going to be jam-packed. He's going to get game time, but I don't want to see constant rotation in the backline. Like, you need to create some form of chemistry, some form of teamwork. And if you're constantly chopping and changing the three players at the back, I don't know whether you can build that. So it's one to look out for. What is the regularity with Koulibaly? How much game time he gets? How patient can he stay? I mean, it is a 4-year contract, and it is a nice bumper pay rise for him from Napoli days. So look, let's see what happens. Hopefully he can stay patient, and hopefully down the track there is a regularity in the back three. So we'll see what happens. Let me know. Are you concerned that maybe he gets hurt with Graham Potter coming in terms of how much minutes he gets? As I said, there's still Wesley Fofana as well on the right side. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, long-serving Chelsea medical chief Paco Biosca has left the club. The exodus continues. People leaving Chelsea Football Club left, right, and centre. And either you're getting sacked or you're leaving. The clean-out is on full throttle. I don't know how I feel about this, but at the same time, I'm probably not surprised, man. All of the people that were involved previously under the previous regime, they're all moving on. And I guess this is what happens. It's a normal thing. They all probably feel, they missed the previous regime. There was an understanding, and now under the new regime, it's all a bit different. And maybe it's better to get a new set of people. But yeah, medical chief gone. So it'll be interesting who Todd Boehly gets, because we do have a lot of players that are constantly getting injured, and they do need to be looked after. And brought back into the field ASAP. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about everything we've talked about today, especially Luke Harris and Leandro Trossard, what your thoughts are around that. Yeah, and the Sidemen versus YouTubers, the charity match, which was an absolute banger. What do you think about the All-Star proposal that Todd Bowley had? Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you have. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.